intersections to control traffic. How we'll do that is that because of this large group, if there's a single car that needs to get out, then you're going to have to hold up the group and let the car get out where it belongs. If there's a gap, then ask the few cyclists to go through and let the car come out, and then let the rest of the group go by. Your judgment as to how many cars are being inconvenienced and the safety of the cyclist. So it could get to a point where you're just going to have to hold up the cars, let the cyclists go through. Most people in a car can realize that there's something happening that's unusual, and they're usually patient. When you finish your station, go to the back of the group and ride at the same pace that you Well, we told the police chief that we would obey all the rules and regulations.
To get some ideas.
Yeah. So we need 4 people there. The first 4 people will stop at
She's got the system.
The next will be in the vicinity of Hampton Hall, 2. There is another entranceway to another development of homes. Well, no, the farm is further down. 2 people there.
Always dump the bag. Nothing like a bag.
All right, folks.
I didn't get you to go backwards.
All right.
And it's like
It's not our spot, Doug. You can't mess with it.
You guys are bringing up the rear, huh?
Yeah.
How you been? You guys boycotted my presentation.
No. That was that class. I forgot about it. I didn't forget about it.
Okay, here we go, guys. We're going to give some instructions. Welcome to the 3rd annual Ride of Silence in Beaufort County. Sun City cyclists have done this in Sun City for the past 2 years. And this year, since we now have the pathways on the parkways, we wanted to open it up. And so we invited the Kickin Asphalt Club, and we invited we had the press release in the newspaper, so open it up to the public. So it's a marvelous turnout, and we have a beautiful day to do this. So I hope it is as meaningful for you as it has been in the past for those of us who have ridden it. The Ride of Silence was started in Dallas, Texas in 2003 by a man by the name of Chris Phelan. And he started the ride to commemorate the death of his friend Larry Schwartz, who was killed by a passing school bus. The mirror on a bus hit this man and killed him while he was riding his bicycle. And so his friend Chris wanted to do something to remember his friend. And so through email and through private contact, within 2 weeks they had this ride organized in Dallas. They had over 1,000 riders. It was non-publicized. It was, it was not in the paper or on TV or anything. Just through word of mouth, that many people showed up to ride. Well, now in after 2007, last year the ride expanded to 6 continents, 15 countries, 50 states, and 272 cities. That's how popular this ride has become. The purpose of the Ride of Silence is to honor those who have been killed or injured, to raise awareness, and to promote sharing the road. So this year, we're going to go out to the complex here, turn right on the pathway. The whole ride will be done on the pathway. We're going to take it all the way down to Route 46 on the right-hand side of Buckwalter. When you get down there, the leaders of the ride will be stopping, getting off their bikes, and literally turning around. So you want to stay to the right. On this whole ride, you're going to want to stay to the right side of the pathway, because we may have other users of the pathway today, so we want to stay out of their way. There will be no passing. The ride will be at a pace of 8 to 10 miles an hour. It'll be in complete silence. There will be no talking, no riding double. Give each other space, so if there's an emergency stop, that you have room to stop. If someone in front of you puts their hand out like that, that means you're either slowing or stopping. Today, that's what that means. It means to be aware something has happened. At the intersections, these people up in front are going to be up in the front of the pack with us at the beginning, and each one of them has an assigned intersection to monitor. So when it comes to their intersection, they're going to peel off and get out in the middle of the intersection and monitor the traffic. They'll try to stop traffic in every case. If they can't, they'll stop the line. Now if the line gets stopped, we'll be up in the front. We're going to be aware of that, and we're going to slow down the pace until everyone can catch up again. It's our intent to run this ride as a total ride, not split off into big groups. So if we get split off due to a traffic problem at an intersection, we'll try to regroup. Is there any question on that? Yeah, George.
When Dave mentioned about using hand signals, it's okay to point to some hazard, just as if you would if you were on a regular day ride. The idea about single file, a space that is safe and comfortable for you to react to any kind of signal or stoppage, but not to draw out the space longer than is necessary, creating gaps. We will obey the traffic signals. There's only a couple of them, so if we get caught at a light, we're going to obey that light and then pick the group up again at the continuation of a green light.
Okay. Now, we have a couple more items here, but Ron from the Kickin Asphalt Club asked an announcement.
Yeah, I just wanted to, our club has gone to Paulie's Pizza Place afterwards, and we'd like to have everybody consider going to Paulie's, but before we descend upon them with 60 people, I'd like to get a show of hands on how many people might be there. And if you're more than 50% sure that you're going to go, just raise your hand. I'll take a count, and we'll let them know that before we leave. Okay, thank you very much.
Okay.
Ron is being a little modest. He says that come on into Paulie's for some pizza. In reality, Kickin Asphalt Club, under Ron and Beverly's leadership, is going to be awarded the best cycling club in the Southeast, awarded by League of American Bicyclists. Now, how many want to go to Paulie's for pizza?
Okay, a couple more quick things. These are the riders in South Carolina who have been killed while riding their bicycles since the year 2000. Robert Crowley from Fort Mill, James Menard from Greenville, Deju Mitchell from Columbia, Aaron Pugh from Clemson, Garrett Wanders from Charleston, Rachel Giblin, Society Hill, Mrs. Kim from Hilton Head Island. That was in 2005, I think. And most recently, Arthur Lee Stewart Jr., we just are now investigating, who we think was killed, I believe, on May the 6th. But at least that's the preliminary report. So that is being checked out by local people. And then just recently, one of our own members, Sandy Turnbull, has been injured while riding his bike. Is that correct? He wasn't hit by a car, but he has been injured.
Broke his hip and had surgery yesterday.
So we want to remember him. And then on the Ride of Silence, there is a poem that I'd like to read to you very quickly. Today we number many, but ride as one. In honor of those not with us, friends, mothers, fathers, sisters, sons, with helmets on tight and heads down low, we ride in silence, cautious and slow. The wheels start spinning in the lead pack, but today we ride and no one attacks. The dark sunglasses cover our tears, remembering those we held so dear. Today's ride is to make others aware the road is there for all to share. To those not with us or by our side, may God be your partner on your final ride. Okay, we're going to now proceed out to the entrance. You can talk while we're walking or riding up to the entrance. Once we get on that pathway, it's complete silence.